In the last video that I did, I explained what essential dignity actually looks like in Hellenistic astrology and how we take it into consideration. In this video, I want to show you how we use essential dignities when doing interpretations, delineations, or predictive work. Tomorrow, there's going to be a full moon in the sign of Aries, right? And that is October 6th. And the very next day, we have Mercury actually changing essential dignity, moving from the sign Libra into the sign Scorpio. So I want to look at the essential dignity of the planet Mars, which rules the sign Aries, and then I want to look at Mercury's. Now, dealing with the essential dignity of this full moon in the sign of Aries, Aries is considered the cardinal masculine fire temple of Mars, and it's the exaltation of the sun. Now, since Mars is the host and the ruler of this full moon, Mars is actually in the sign of Scorpio, which is considered the other sign of Mars. Scorpio is the nocturnal, fixed, feminine, watery temple of Mars, and Mars has been in Scorpio since September 22nd, where it entered Scorpio, and as soon as it entered Scorpio, it immediately came into a square with Pluto, which is the modern day ruler of the planet Scorpio. So right away, we see that we have the modern day ruler and the traditional ruler of the sign Scorpio both in a square with each other. And squares are actually of the nature of Mars because they create challenges and the need for action. Now, moving on to Mercury, Mercury is about to change its essential dignity because Mercury is about to leave right after the full moon on the 6th. On the 7th, Mercury is going to enter the watery temple of Scorpio. So it's going to leave the masculine cardinal air temple of Venus and the exaltation of Saturn, which is the sign Libra. Mercury is connected to Hermes and deals with communication, information, the mind, and the intellect. So when it leaves the sign Libra, which is a Venusian space, so it's more harmonious, it's more compromising. It's all about being passive aggressive. When it leaves a space like that and it enters into the water temple of Mars, right, which is Scorpio, the mind becomes more internal and intuitive. So, actually happens when Mercury does enter Scorpio archetypally? One of the things we can experience is words and communication can be a bit more sharp, and there can be verbal power struggles, psychological or mental challenges, information that can be intense or transformational. We can also hear about violence, death, and mystery within the media, hidden things being revealed, sexual topics, or extreme